Most of the apps on your phone have trackers, hidden software designed to collect data. These trackers are cross-referenced between your apps to build a comprehensive profile of who you are and what you do, all without your direct consent or control. Or so you thought. Today, I'm going to teach you how to find trackers in your apps and how to stop them in their tracks to give you more control in our world of surveillance capitalism. I mean, seriously, I just want to play Subway Surfers in peace, for crying out loud. And then caption 8169 asked about security for like banks and brokerage accounts, and we will probably get back to that in just one short. First, finding trackers. On Android, download the open source app Exodus from the Google Play Store or F-Droid. On first launch, it'll display permissions of each app, revealing a plethora of unnecessary permissions, which you should fix. But it also shows trackers. You can view what the trackers are and what they do. If you go to the Trackers tab, it gives you a broad picture of everything on your device, visualizing how extensive this can be. Now, because your phone has unique identifiers that trackers utilize, having something like Google Analytics present on 10 different apps means Google can correlate information between those apps to figure out exactly who you are on a deep level. And the same goes for any of the other trackers. Now, one important thing before we crush those trackers. All Exodus does is reveal the presence of trackers, which in almost all situations reflects if they're used, but not always. For example, the Tor browser shows 3 trackers, but they're actually inherited from Firefox and the Tor browser disables them, so they're never active. The absence of trackers doesn't necessarily mean something is safe, as there are various methods apps can use to track you. For example, Facebook actually has 0 trackers, despite it being one of the most invasive apps you can install in your phone, as Facebook doesn't need trackers to spy on you. The whole app is just kind of a tracker. How do you stop the trackers? What this might look like in practice is some apps just entirely don't have access to the internet because they don't need it. Some have been migrated to web apps where your browser is blocking the trackers. Perhaps you migrated a few of your apps to safer alternatives without trackers. And then just to top it all off, you use a service like NextDNS or some other network firewall to broadly sift through your web traffic. Layering up is what's going to give you the best results with the smallest sacrifices.
It's just that easy.
All of this combined will give you a huge layer of control and hopefully put an end to the trackers in your life. And with the trackers stopped and you coming out victorious, you should be aware that this was just a small part of the privacy journey. So if you want to learn more about the ins and outs of your phone, your computer, your accounts, and other things to watch out for,
We have to find him and shut him up. He's telling them everything.